Wake up, buyer payer people. It's a beautiful day. Go grab yourself another cup of joe and say hello to Jim and Michelle Rhoads on the Buy Here Pay Here Morning Show. Take it away, you two.
Good morning.
Hey.
Hey.
Greetings from Oklahoma.
Greetings from Oklahoma.
Happy Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Happy you're here with us. We just wanted to make sure and get a couple of announcements made right off the top here. Got one quick thing I want to put a mention in. We got our first March meeting this week for V8. That'll be Group 1.
Yep, and they're full.
Yeah, and we're looking for data today. Today's the
Those of you who are listening.
Yeah,
today's the day.
And this will be the first month that I've denied access to the meeting if they don't provide their data in a
they'll
validated fashion.
Yeah,
they will. So.
And then Group 2 is also full.
Group 2 is got one spot. We have.
It does have one spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Yeah, that's the larger dealers of 500 accounts or more. So if we got somebody listening, you can definitely get in Group 2.
Absolutely.
So,
and then other stuff that's going on. We've got the webinar next week on Thursday and
we've got some topics lined up, although I can't even think what our Wednesday topic we decided on for White Hat Wednesday. We got several things around White Hat Wednesday coming up. Of course, a week from Wednesday, we have the tip of the hat with Rick Reeves. So that'll be on the 20th. Got several
Please
people.
Put it on your calendar. You're going to want to watch it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yep. So I think that's it in the way of announcements for me.
Well, I think that's about it. So should we dive in?
Sure.
So I remember we did a thing at Buy Here Pay Here United the first year that they did it, and it was on how is Buy Here Pay Here like a chicken sandwich? And people were probably like, chicken sandwich. Well, today it's about Red Hanger and customer service.
Yeah, and for those not familiar with Red Hanger, it's a dry cleaning service, and I think they're in many parts of the country. I've seen them in lots of places. I don't know how wide their footprint is.
At home, and so that's kind of where we chose to do our cleaning, dry cleaning, and all of that. And there was something that as we do a lot of brainstorming. You all know that we talk Buy Here Pay Here most of the time. And we were just sitting there brainstorming, and Jim, this is probably about a month ago or so that you said, there's a real good lesson or a good example with Red Hanger that he was like, we should share that in the on the morning show one of these days. So because do you want to you tell me.
I mean, when you, as I said in the description of the show, is like, with Michelle and I and the work that we do as coaches and advisors, we're just a little more maybe attuned to customer service experiences than some, and especially as it relates to the use of technology. So this is part of what kind of triggered me to realize that as I was kind of experiencing as a customer, and they don't really know me from anybody, right? I mean, one of their many customers. But they certainly wouldn't know me by name or face for that matter. So I think it was just kind of observing the experience that you have with them as a customer and how they just really seem to pay attention to how people's lives are busy and how dry cleaning is just one menial thing on the task
It's usually on like, I've got to go run errands and here is my dry cleaning and don't forget to pick up the dry cleaning. And I mean, it's for a lot of people, it's just part of their, their day or their week or whatever. So it's part of their errands. And I
think for those of you listening, you say, I don't use a dry cleaner or whatever, like that's fine.
It's okay.
It's not the point of the story. It's like, if you really pay attention to the experience that we have with them, it's just like the learning experience and the opportunity in what we see with them is, first of all, the technology piece. Like, let's just talk about their system. They apparently use some sort of a CRM where they have the ability to, send a text alert.
Yes.
So, for example, we receive a text alert on a Sunday evening. It just says, tomorrow's the day we'll be in your area.
Oh, so I think we should back up just a little bit. Is that one of the services that Red Hanger does, and it's no additional cost to us, is that they will come by and pick up our dry cleaning. and then drop it off when it's
Right.
done. And it's just, it's one of those things that they just offer. And, we all know dry cleaning is not that. It's, a few bucks a shirt,
Right.
that kind of thing. To have that as an added service, we have, there's just a van that goes around the whole area and we'll drop off and pick up, and they gave us a bag and everything. And so because we said, yeah, we'd like to do pickup, that we get this text message on Sunday, and their pickup day is what? Monday? Okay.
So you just give them a yes or no, if you want a pickup. And of course, if you have clothes ready, then they'll drop those off at the same time. And they would come to drop off even if you weren't picking up. But it's like they offer delivery services included. And you might ask, well, how does the price that you pay per shirt compare to other dry cleaners? And I said, my answer would be, I don't know. And I'm probably not going to know.
Because we like the service.
Yeah. It's like the service is such a high value to me that it's kind of one of those examples where my business is theirs to lose. And so I think that's the key. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's like when you look at that and you realize I can't imagine going anywhere else to do my dry cleaning business. They're so, the few times I've dealt with them by phone, they're super friendly and helpful. Their system is such that, and we bumped into their people who deliver, the clothes are very friendly, very helpful, and they're out delivering even when it's snowing.
In the winter. We don't want to go out, but they're still delivering. And
yeah. And I think the whole point is they just make it so easy. It's so convenient. And the few dollars that we pay for the dry cleaning, it's like, it's not even close. It's like not even something to consider going anywhere else. So I think that's the lesson that I see. And you kind of thinking about how it works and how it relates to our buy here, pay here business is like, we have so much opportunity. Yeah. We have a long relationship with our customers in the buy here, pay here space. And so it's just an opportunity I recognize for us to be able to improve the experience. And I know technology is moving in our favor, certainly our ability to text our customers and remind them and even offer them the ability to make a payment directly from, a text message or what have you. Those are things that I see us having an opportunity to do. But I think the goal should be, and I would just challenge our dealer listeners, especially, to really examine the whole experience. We're guilty often as business owners of looking at the experience from our side. What makes it easier for me? I think we really need to carefully examine the whole experience from the customer side, look at that whole string and examine that carefully and just make sure that we're, being intuitive in terms of how it looks from the customer side of the experience. And so this is just something this is why the subject was something I wanted to bring to our listeners, just because it's something, and I'm sure, our listeners have other interactions with other businesses that they can point to themselves at where the experience is positive or where they have a certain amount of loyalty. What is it that contributes to that loyalty? So for me in this element, like I say, just the simplest way I know to say it. And I think my business is theirs to lose in the case of Red Hanger. And they've just created a process where, they do a good job, obviously, with the clothing. And who knows? I may be paying a few bucks more than I could somewhere else.
Yeah, we've not been disappointed with the quality, but it's one of those things that we've seen different webinars and classes, and I know Pay Near Me did a webinar on making it easy. That it's like we should make it as easy. We strongly advise that we make it as easy as possible for our customers to pay their bill and to interact with us. Right. If they have a question or if they have, whatever it is, we make it as easy as possible. And so there's a lot of technologies and things like that out there that can help with that. But, it's the days are gone. We've talked about this before, where you see everybody come in on Friday. And so, because people are coming in and they're paying cash, and we still do have a segment of our customers that do that, but most of them, based on a lot of the research that Pay Near Me did, really want ease and a simple way of being able to take care of their bills. Reminders, because again, reminder, Saturday morning, hey, do you have anything you want to drop off? Just a reminder that tomorrow is the day. Please put your dry cleaning outside. And I mean, how nice that is. And it's an automated text. And so
there's actually does one more thing. It's a yes or no. I need to respond with a yes in order to get a pickup. Like if they don't have anything for me, they won't come to me unless I indicate yes by 7 a.m. or something. So it's like their system is pretty smart to be able to be efficient for them. They don't need to come to me if I don't have a pickup, right? So they're able to, prescribe their route and so on. But how their technology works is less important than how your technology works, as a dealer. Like how do you make that experience as seamless as possible? Are you really aware of the customer experience as well as you could be? And so just getting inside that and making sure that we're providing our customers as many opportunities. And I think technology, as far as I can tell, it's right down to, in this day that we live in, with our ability to order a pizza through a mobile app that whole
Grubhub
experience.
even.
The whole thing is like when, and I realize some of our listeners are in, maybe not in a metropolitan area where they wouldn't have that kind of solution available. But what you can just see is that technology is moving in that direction. I think the other opportunity, and we can bring this back in a future conversation, is like, I think the other opportunity, because you touched around, people don't come to the dealership as often as they used to. It's a nature of kind of technology being what it is and the way we live now. But I think we also have an opportunity to utilize technology to create interaction at different levels and perhaps encourage customers to come. But whatever that experience needs to look like for you as a dealer, this is about engagement. This is about ease of use for the customer. And for me, it's really about that thing we talk about a customer becoming sticky, becoming loyal, so committed and devoted to you as a dealer that they can't imagine doing business anywhere else. And they would quickly think of you when it comes time to refer friends and family.
Now, we haven't received any kind of survey or anything from Red Hanger, but that's a really great way for you to understand what it is that the customer experiences. We have opportunities to be able to send short surveys or whatever, and it's just like, how was your experience? Even at the end of a payment, it's like, how was your experience? And what can we do to improve it? And I think that we have a really great opportunity with technology. It's not a heavy lift for most of us to do simple things like that. And it's worth the small amount of time to get the data. We've seen so many times when we've talked to dealers that there's a lot of assumptions about how people interact, what makes the best loan. I mean, all of the things. And we've seen dealers as they're questioning their assumptions, and they're measuring those things that lead into those assumptions. And sometimes it's exactly what they thought, but frequently it's not exactly what we think it's going to be. And it can be completely the opposite as well. And we just assume a lot. And it's any time you own a business, any kind of business, buy here, pay here, anything, it's best not to assume the customer experience.
Yeah. And the example I always come up with that is like when we travel and you stay in a hotel and you sometimes, I'll even say it to Michelle. I said, I wonder if they ever just come stay in these rooms. Do they not realize
the night,
the experience?
and the sound,
the noise, and all the stuff. It's like, it's taking a moment to really understand your customer's experience.
Well, in Jim, we have 2-story house. And there's a guest room downstairs, and then Jim's office has like a hide-a couch. And so we know that, if we have company, that we're going to put someone in there. And Jim is like, I think we should sleep in each one of these rooms and get the experience of what it sounds like. What things can we make the experience of our guests better, more comfortable, all of that. And it's just about asking the questions and putting that to the test to see how is it easy? Is it something that is an enjoyable experience? Are we even asking how the experience is as well?
Yeah. And I think it's not just, it's not enough in my mind to just ask. It's like we should walk through it.
Yes.
It's to push the buttons, make sure that we know what the experience is like. Are there any particular frustrations that could be resolved? It's like, why are we not able to just go through and look at it entirely from the customer side? So I think that's what today was about for me. It was just kind of introducing this idea that, when you really create a super convenient and smooth customer experience where you feel appreciated, where the customer is able to feel appreciated, then now we've got that loyalty that we're looking for. And everybody talks about, and we just started into an audiobook.
I was gonna try to segue into that. Yeah.
So this book is our dealer friend Allison Harrison out of Ohio was on the broadcast.
Oh, it was. She's an attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said dealer friend.
Oh,
yeah, attorney.
I'm used to saying it. I guess. Our attorney friend out of Ohio shared this book. And do you remember the title? It's How to Never Lose a Customer Again.
How to Never Lose a Customer Again, something like that.
Yeah, and so
really good. We've been listening to it on the drive out here.
Yeah,
and we'll probably be listening to it a little bit while we're here.
Yeah, we'll bring back more on that once we finish that.
I honestly, if y'all are looking for something good to listen to or to read, highly, highly, highly suggest it.
Yeah,
because some of the things that we've been coming away with are because it is about what is the customer experience. And where are we placing our time and dollars as well into the customer experience? And there are some things that so many times that we were just like, stop.
Yeah.
That's a really great point. I mean, some really, really great points. So How to Never Lose a Customer Again, something like that.
Yep.
Got it on Amazon. We did it at Audible.
And it's part of what inspired me to go ahead and bring this red hanger conversation back, because it does talk very specifically about that customer experience. And so it's just something that we're aware. And I think in our industry, there's a lot of opportunity for improvement. And we just think that, we ask dealers to just be cognizant of what it looks like from the customer side and do anything we can to make that experience better.
We have really, they're our customers to lose. Yeah. And do you want to lose them?
Right.
And, because we start talking about like, what is acquisition costs and what are, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, if you can keep a customer and have them into the next car, how much do you save and how much do you gain outside of, like even just bringing in a new customer? If they're willing to come back and drink at the trough of your dealership, then how many people are they bringing with them too?
Yep, absolutely. We should probably wrap up there.
That was a fast one. Good morning, George from Florida.
Hi, George.
George, weather update here. It's supposed to be like 76 today, and so I am just so thrilled. So thrilled it'll be nice and warm. So
usually in the spring
we miss our Florida weather this time of the year.
Often, because I grew up here, often in the springtime, the warm weather is accompdated by wind. So we'll see if we get some windy days. True. But all good. Happy to have you guys join us, and we'll keep you posted. Again, look for updates on our topics for Wednesday and Friday, and then March 20th, next Wednesday, a week from Wednesday, I should say, is our Rick Reeves Tip of the Hat day. And so look forward to having you tune in for that one, where we're going to acknowledge Rick's contributions to our industry, and especially on the customer service side and the customer, kind of the perception of the customer and how to think about customer success. So anyway, that'll be on the 20th. And so, in the meantime, thanks for tuning in today.
We really enjoyed this. Fantastic week. It's Monday. Another great week. Maybe there's still some of that tax money that's starting to roll in. All right, guys, everybody, have a great day. Thanks again.